Hey, welcome everybody. This is CP, Cards and Dice. Welcome to Tabletop Baseball TV. And we're going to present a 2019 game between the Mets and, the Miami Marlins, who are in New York, Flushing Queens City Field. And we're just going to get a little bit of crowd sound here going. And there you go. I love this crowd sound. Love that. Got to lower it a little bit. It's a little bit loud. And we're ready to roll. I'm going old school today. I'm doing a score sheet, a paper and pencil or paper and pen score sheet. And I got the lineup for the Marlins. They're leading it off. Birdie, the shortstop. Then Diaz, the second baseman. Cooper, the first baseman. Anderson, the right fielder. Castro, third baseman. Ramirez, the left fielder. Brinson, the center fielder. Alfaro batting eighth. He's the catcher and batting ninth. There's Dugar. It's going to be Dugar versus deGrom in this one. Let's see. Dugar had a 0-4 record with a 5.77 ERA and 34 innings pitched. And deGrom was 11-8 with a 2.43 ERA. In the replay, deGrom has a 2 ERA. He's 12-3, so he's one loss record-wise. He's doing much better. The Mets have scored runs for him, unlike in real life. And we're right about to start playing. We're playing inside pitch baseball. And I'm missing my red die, which is not good. That's weird. I usually have a red die that I use, a red and white. I'm missing the red and white die. Let's see. Where are those two dice? The two dice have vanished, it seems. Wow. Is it here? There they are. They're hiding from me. All right. All right, we're ready to roll. And the way you play inside pitch baseball, it's going to be Jacob deGrom pitching to John Birdie. Birdie batted 273 with 6 home runs and about 250 bats, about 275 plate appearances. And an inside pitch, you roll 1, that is going to be the column. Then you roll white, that's going to be the row, so that's a 4-6 off deGrom, and that's a K+, and that is a strikeout. So he strikes out Birdie. And next is, let's move this a little bit over. We're going to need some space to turn the card over. There it goes. Next is Izan Diaz. Izan Diaz, 6'1", and a 6'1" is wild, so we're going to roll that again. That's foul back. 4-4 on deGrom, and that's against a lefty. It's a potential walk, and an 8. Plus, it's going to be it is going to be a walk. Ball 4. So deGrom walks Diaz. We got to run our first on the base on balls. All right, here goes Jared Cooper with a runner on first. 1-4. And that's a potential K. And a 12 will be, let's see, Citi Field against a righty will be a K. Second strikeout in the inning for deGrom. And now it's Brian Anderson, right-handed hitter. That's a 4-1 off deGrom. That's a potential K, and a 2 will be a K. So deGrom Collects 3 strikeouts in that first inning and leaves 1 on. So 0-0. And we go to the bottom half of the first inning. It's going to be McNeil. That's a 5-6. That's a potential home run, and 20 won't be a home run. It's too high. So we're rolling off McNeil's card at 1-4. It is a fly ball center field. And tracking it is Brinson. Makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down for the Mets. Next is Ahmed Rosario. He's batting second today. 1-4. That's ballpark results. And it's a 6-1. 6-1 is a star line 5, which is a fly to left. Out there in left field is Ramirez. Next is 2-6 to Michael Conforto, and that's a walk plus. We roll a 3. That's definitely a walk. So a 2-out walk to Conforto. He's on base for Pete Alonso. That's a 6-5, and that's going to be a double question mark. Double question mark 13 versus a righty is a star line. What kind of star is it? It is a grounder to short, and Birdie scoops it over to first, and that retires the side. Use the black pen because the blue one is just not writing. Hey there, who's that? Oh, Philip Reynolds. Welcome, Daniel Patani. All right. Tony, thanks for your defense of deep drive baseball in an earlier video. I love deep drive baseball. I got them right in front of me right here. I got the cards right in front of me. I was cutting out and printing the Pirates yesterday. See that? The Marlins. I love deep drive baseball. I got all this. One of my favorite teams. I just bought the 1971 and the 2001. He's got 85, which I like, and he's bringing out 94. 94 is a PTSD season for me, though. Don't like 94, don't like 81, and I'm not going to like 2020 all that well either. Because I have a feeling we're going to lose 60 games, or at least 45 games, which is basically 1/3 of the season. Anyway, here goes. Starlin Castro's up. And that's a 5-6. So that is a hidden gem for sure. A 5-6 for deGrom against a righty is a potential walk. A 3 will be a walk. That's a base on ball. So Castro walks. And that's unusual because that's the second walk given up by Jacob deGrom. All right, next is Harold Ramirez. That's a 1-5, and that's a K+. And that will be a K. There's no doubt about that. That's 4 Ks for deGrom in an inning in the third. So every single out he's collected has been on a strikeout. That's a 4-2 now. 4-2 is a potential walk again, and a 1 is ball 4. Holy smokes, that's – wait a second. Total deGrom walks, 43. Basically, and he pitched in, I believe, about 30, so about one a game, and he's got already 3 in this game, and we're only in the second inning. So Lewis Brinson is the first, Castro is the second. There's only been strikeouts and walks. Welcome to 2019 baseball. Alfaro. That's a 6-4 off deGrom, and that's a K+. K+ versus a righty is a 24, and that's a 15. There you go, another strikeout. 5 outs, 5 strikeouts for deGrom. First and second. And it's the pitcher, Dugar, and we have a pitcher batting card for him. That's going to be a 4-5er, and that's a strikeout. 6 outs, 6 strikeouts for deGrom. Funny. All right. J.D. Davis, Dugar, 1-5. Versus a righty is a star line. Where's my yellow? What did I do with my yellow? It's hiding from me. So 1. A 1 is a fly to center. Center fielder is Brinson, who comes over and makes the grab. Frazier's next. Snake eyes, and that's going to be wild, so we're rolling again. That's a 6-4. And that's a potential home run versus a righty. We rolled a 4. That's a deep drive to left field. Back goes the left fielder. Ramirez to the track, to the wall, looks up. That's gone. That's leader 1-0 on a solo shot by the Todfather. All right, it's a 4-6. And that's a potential K. And we rolled a 17. Not going to be a K. I got a visitor. 1-3, and that's a star line 5, which is a fly ball deep left field. Back goes Who was that out there? That was Ramirez, and makes the catch on the track. 2 outs. And Lagares is up. 1-4. It's ballpark. We're rolling that again. We got a 1 there. I don't know if we'll need it. 2-2. 2-2 on the ballpark is a home run question mark, and that's a deep drive. And he gives it a ride, deep center field. And that's gone. 2 home runs in this inning, 1 by Lagares and 1 by Frazier. And now it's Jacob deGrom. That's a 6-5, and that's a double question mark. We got to roll that. It's a 20 this time, so we're rolling off deGrom's card. He's got a pitcher batting card, and that's grounded to first. 3 and assisted, and that retires the side. But the Mets pick up 2 runs on 2 hits. The homers by Frazier and Lagares, and they lead it 2-0. Mets record in this season replays 57-54. They're in second place. Mickey Callaway's the manager. The Dolphins, the Marlins are 46-63 in 5th place in the NL East. Don Mattingly is the manager. Don Mattingly, one of my favorite players. I got an 85 Status Pro replay that I do with Don Mattingly, and he's having a tremendous year. All right, deGrom. And it's John Birdie, 4-5. And that's a potential K and a 7. Strike 3, so that's 7 Ks for deGrom. Next is Isan Diaz. It's a 6-2. A 6-2 is a K plus. Strike 3. 8 Ks for deGrom in 3 innings. All we can find is Ks. That's a 3-2. 3-2 is, that's an error on a throw. It won't be, though. 3-5. See what it is. 3-5 is a fly ball to right. And that's the first out, the first non-strikeout out for Jacob deGrom here. Got 8 strikeouts in 3 innings. See how far he can go. All right, so it has to do with the rolls, my friend. The rolls. McNeil. That's a 2-3, and that's a K plus. That's strike 3. And McNeil, he doesn't strike out that often. Strikes out. Okay, next is Rosario. It's a 5-1. It's a star line. Star line 4 is chop to second. Second baseman is Diaz. Scoops it and whips it over the first for out number 2. Michael Conforto, 5-2. It's a tired single. He shouldn't be tired yet. It's going to be a 4-3, and versus a righty, that's a chopper to first, and that's the first baseman. Cooper is going to race Conforto to the bag and beats him there, and that retires the side. All right, we go to the top of the 4th inning. Let's see if deGrom can keep on notching those strikeouts. 3-1, and versus a right-handed hitter, Brian Anderson, it's going to be a blank. So we're rolling off Anderson's card. A 5-1 is a fly ball center field. Center fielder today is Lagares for the Mets. He's going to get there. That's a 3-2, and the 3-2 is an error on the throw. It could be an error on the throw. 4-1. And that's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. Who's out there today? Second base is McNeil. And McNeil may make this error at second base. Second base, he's a 5. We rolled a 4, so it is going to be a throwing error. Will it be a 2 or a 1-base error? It's a 2-base error. Gets by Alonso, rattles off the wall, rolls out into right field, shallow right field. So it's going to be a throwing error, E4, on second baseman McNeil. So we're on second base now for the Marlins. A lot of young players and unknown players on this team. Starlin Castro isn't one of them. He's been in the league for a while. That's a 2-1. A 2-1 is a potential K. And a 13 will not be a K. We'll see what happens off of Harold Ramirez's card. A 3-5 And versus a righty, that's a ground ball, chopped to third. Up with it is Frazier, and we're rolling for 2. That may be a double play. It's a 2 double play. It is a 5-4-3. Oh no, there's runner on second. He looks Castro back to second, fires to first, and gets his man. Lewis Brinson, 5-6. And that's a potential walk versus a righty, and 8 will not be a walk. That's a 3-2, and it's a star line fly to center. Lagares under it makes the catch, and that retires the side. All right, we go to the bottom of the fourth. Who's that? Pete Alonso, I believe. Yep, Pete Alonso. It's wild. Gonna roll again. That's a 1-6, and that's a home run versus the righty. That's a deep drive for Alonso. Center field. Back goes the center fielder. Brinson to the track, looks up, and that's gone. 3 solo home runs for the Mets in this one. And that is Mets lead it 3-0. And that's probably, I think that's the 30th home run of the season for Alonso. That's a 1-5, and a star line out versus a righty is a 6, and that's a fly to deep center field, but chasing it down again is Brinson and makes that catch on the track. And it's the Toddfather who homered earlier in the game. It's a 5-3, and that is a home run question mark, but we roll an 18, and 18 is not going to do it. And we roll a 13, and that's popped up right side. So he's second out. Cooper squeezes it. And now it's Nito, a 4-2. 4-2 star line fiber. That's a fly to shallow left. Back is the third baseman, Castro. Racing in is Ramirez. Ramirez makes it there, and that retires the side. But the Mets pick up another one. We go top of the 5th. Mets have 3 solo home runs. One by Frazier, one by Lagares, and one by Alonso. Jacob deGrom, trying for his 13th win of the season. He is 12-3. Alfaro, 1-6. Ballpark, 3-6. That's chopped to first. Alonso there makes the catch. Dugar now, 6-6. That's a star line. Star line what? Star line 1. That's a fly to right. 2 out. Top of the 5th. 3-0 Mets. 3-2. That's a potential error on the throw. 3-6 won't be an error on the throw, but it's lifted to center. Lagares cruises over, gets under it, makes the catch. Bottom of the 5th. Juan Lagares leads us off. After 3-6, that's a potential error. We already got the 16, so it won't be an error. 1-2, and that's grounded to short. Shortstop Birdie. I can guarantee you he's not an 8. He's not a 16. Birdie's up here. Yeah, Birdie's a 5 error rating. So this is way over that. deGrom is up. Jacob deGrom. What did he do last time? He grounded to the first baseman. That's a 3-5. That's a potential error on the throw. And a 5-6 probably won't be an error on the throw. 5-6 is a ground at first. I doubt that Cooper is higher than an 11. I doubt that. And he's a 3, so it's nowhere near an 11. So that's way over that error rating. So that's going to be a 3-1. And now we go to McNeil. McNeil, top of the order. So that's 18 batters faced already for Dugar, who can go 22 batters. That's a 4-4, and versus a lefty, that's a walk plus. It will be a ball 4. So a walk for McNeil. And I'm in Rosario, 5-5. That's a strikeout plus. Against a righty, it won't be a strikeout. Oh, wait. Against a righty, it's a 7. It's +1, it's an 8. We roll, it's an 8 plus 10 for the plus. That's 18. We roll an 18. That's strike 3. That retires the side. All right. Top of the 6th. And it's Diaz. No, it's yep, it's Diaz now. That's a 6-1. 6-1 is wild. Roll that again. That's a 3-6. 3-6 is a potential K. And I don't know. 14, it may not be a K. It is a K. Strike 3. That's his 9th strikeout. Let's write that down. 9th strikeout in 5 innings. Gary Cooper. So 1-6. That's ballpark. Roll a 3-6, and that's a ground at first. 3 unassisted. Alonso takes it himself. Now it's Anderson. That's a 6-2. That's a K plus. That is strike 3. Strikeout number 10. Wow. Okay. And now the bottom of the 6th, it's going to be Conforto, Alonso, and Davis. We got 9. We got 18, 20. You can go 22. So he's going to be fatigued right there. All right, here goes. Pitch to Conforto. It's a 4-1. It's a lefty. So we're rolling off Conforto. That's a 6-2 off Conforto, and that's going to be a drive to right center field. That's going to split the outfielders. Roll to the wall, and Conforto's in with a double. And next is Alonso. That's a 4-6. That's a potential K. 11 is a K. And that is K, let's see. 1, 2, 3. J.D. Davis, 3-5. Error on the throw, an 8. Error on the throw. I doubt it's going to be an error on the throw. We're going to roll. We don't know yet. Let's find out. 2-3. It's a single plus a potential error. And the second baseman is Birdie. His error rating is a 12. Holy smokes. No, yeah. So that is going to be an error. So it's going to be error on the throw. Let's see where the failed error on the throw. Let's see. I believe it was an error on the throw. It was a 3-5. I remember that. Error on the throw. Okay, so it's a failed error on the throw check. And it was a single. That's going to be an error on throwing error. Okay, so it's a single and an error. So that's going to, are we going to try to score Conforto on the single? With only an out? I don't think so. S4. Well, he may score automatically. So let's see if we can score him automatically on S4. Second to home is a 2, and I think Conforto is a 3, so he's going to score automatically. And that means that it's not going to be another end run. Because he scores, he already scores, and he is a 4 base runner. So he's going to score easily. It's an RBI single. And then it's an E4, and he gets the second base on that. Frazier. And now he's fatigued. 1-4. 1-4, and that's a ballpark. Ballpark 4-4. Get the ballpark down here. Ballpark 4-4 is a ground ball to short. And let's see, 0-1. He's going to make it to third. Who's that? Davis. Davis is not very fast, but he may beat the one. If his speed beats the one. Oh no, and it doesn't. So he's going to hold it. He's going to hold it second. Ground to short, and the shortstop Birdie looks Davis back to second, and now it's Thomas Nito. That's a 3-4. That's going to be range play ballpark. 5-3. And the range is a 2. So it's a 5-3. That's a single to center field, but a 2. I believe that Brinson is going to run down that ball. Lewis Brinson, I can almost guarantee he runs down that ball. All he has to do is beat the 2, and his rating in center field is a 3, so he does run it down. It's F8, and that retires the side, but the Mets pick up another run on 2 hits. And they lead it 4-0. Top of the 7th. It's going to be deGrom against Castro. Here goes. 4-4 off deGrom's card, and that's a blank against righties. It's a 5-5. That's a fly to center. Lagares is there, makes the catch. Oop. And next is Ramirez, 6-5. Ballpark result. It's a 2-5, and that's a ground to the first. 3 unassisted. And now it's Brinson. 5-4, it's a potential K. And we roll a 9. It should be a K, and it is. K number 11. 0-0. Bottom of the 7th. Thomas Nito leading it off. We're going to bring in a new pitcher because he's already tired out. We're going to bring in Tyler Kinley. Let me make sure he's available to us. Tyler Kinley. First batter, what did he do? Struck out. Birdie struck out. Start at the inning. Next batter. Hold on a second. That's why. Yep, he's there. He's going to pitch. He pitched in the series, so he's going to come in for Dugar in the bottom of the 7th. He can only go 4 batters, so hopefully he can give us one inning. Lagares leading it off. That's a 2-4. It's a walk plus a 9. Will be a walk. Ball 4. So Lagares on at first. Gonna roll for a bunt. deGrom is a 2 bunter. An 8 may not do it. It does do it. And who gets the bunt? It's a 2, and that's back to the pitcher. Only 1 play, and that's the first. So he moves over on the sacrifice. It's 1-4. So Lagares is a second. He's got really good speed. Oh, he's got decent speed. Let's see Lagares. He's got above average speed. All right, here's the pitch from Kinley to McNeil. And it's 1-4. That's a walk plus again, and the 7 will be a walk. So 2 walks by Kinley. And this is going to be his 4th batter. So after this batter, he'll be fatigued. It's going to be a 4-2, and that's a question mark home run. We roll a 10 versus a right. It's only a 5, so we need to roll. We use that, so we need to roll off of Ahmed Rosario. That's a ground ball to third. And let's see what happens. That's a 2. That may be a double play. Rosario is a 2. That's a 3. It's a 4. It's going to be a 5-4-3 double play. And we go top of the 8th. All right. It's going to be Alfaro, a pinch hitter. And then leadoff batter, Birdie. And I'll tell you right now, this is a no-hitter watch in the 8th inning. Bottom of the 8th. Alfaro, pinch hitter. And then it's going to be Birdie. And I'll tell you the pinch hitter is going to be probably Miguel Rojas or Martin Prado. Rojas or Prado. Let's see if I can track those guys down. Rojas or Prado to pinch hit. Prado's a righty. I think Rojas is a righty as well. Yeah, Del Rivera comes into this, but that's it. Those are probably my best two hitters. So Prado's there. Let's see where Rojas is. I also have Granderson. He's a lefty, and I may have Walker. Not too sure about that. I don't know where Rojas is. Ah, there he is. All right, let me double check if I have any of those other players. I have somebody named Yadiel Garcia. He played in. Oh, there's the Granderson. Yeah, we're gonna pinch hit Granderson. We're gonna pinch hit Granderson in a couple of seconds. So let's see what happens here. No hitter watch in the top of the eighth for Jacob deGrom. Here's the pitch. Usually when I say it is the next batter gets a hit. I try not to say it unless it's really late. It's gonna be a 2-1. That's gonna be a strikeout. That's strike 3. That's strikeout number 12. Strikes out Alfaro. Now we're gonna get a pinch hitter. And that's gonna be Granderson. All right, here goes. 8 1/3, no hit ball. It's a 6-1. 6-1 is going to be wild. We're rolling again. It's a 1-5, and that's a K plus. But versus a lefty, it's a blank. Uh-oh. And it's a 3-5. 3-5 is going to be a ball that's driven in the gap, and racing after is Lagares, and makes a diving catch. He saves it. Wow, great catch by Juan Lagares in center field versus a lefty pitcher. That would have been a double, but Granderson versus a righty actually flies out to center. Holy smokes. So that's going to be F8. Great catch by Juan Lagares to keep the no-hitter intact. And now we go to John Birdie. 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. That's a 2-3. 2-3 is potential error. Error on a grounder. So we're going to see. Probably going to be an error if it is a grounder. And a 4-6 is going to be a grounder to the back comebacker to the pitcher. And a 2, deGrom is a 6, so he boots it, and that's going to be an E1. So that prolongs the inning. And at this point, Jacob deGrom is fatigued, so I got to keep track of that. All right, but he's pitching a no-hitter, so he's going. Here's Isan Diaz, and that's too bad that this inning was prolonged, because had that been an out, we would be down to the last 3 outs with a no-hitter. Now we run a risk of this guy, Isan Diaz, and that's a 3-2. That's just what we just saw. 3-2 is an error on a throw. No, it wasn't. It was a different one, but we've had, that's a 2-6. Error on a throw is a starline fly ball right field, so there's no throw, and that retires the side. Holy smokes. Guys, we're 3 outs away from a no-hitter. So you're watching something very cool here. Double checking. Mets have 2 errors, though. One by second baseman McNeil, another one by deGrom. And deGrom's walked 3. He's struck out 12. And he's got 3 more outs to go. So let's see what happens here in the bottom of the 9th. It's going to be a new pitcher for the Marlins. It's going to be, let's see, top of the order. Who's facing? Conforto, a lefty, and 2 righties. So we're going to bring in Tyrone Guerrero. So the first pitcher was Kinley. Now it's Guerrero. All right. See what happens. Conforto leading it off. That's a 6-5. That's a potential K. A 15 will not be a K, so we're rolling. And it's a 6-5, and that's going to be lined and caught by the shortstop. And that's Birdie. Nice catch. Timed his lead perfectly. Alonso's next. 5-3, and that's a tired single, but he is not tired. So we're rolling off of Alonso. 2-6 is chopped to second. Easy scoop for Diaz. Throws out Alonso. 2 up, 2 down. And now it's a 6-3. 6-3 versus a lefty, and he's a righty, so it would have been a potential strikeout. We're rolling for righty 4-5, and that may be extra bases. And it's going to be a double for J.D. Davis. One pop off the wall over the center fielder's head. And Davis cruising to second base with his second hit of the game. A double this time. And next is Todd Frazier. It's a 6-3, and that's versus a lefty is a potential K. Otherwise, it's a blank. We're rolling off Frazier. That's a 3-3 off Frazier. That's chopped to third. Backhanded by the third baseman Castro. Won't throw to first in time. And that retires the side. No hits. No runs, one hit. And we go to the ninth inning for a no-hitter. It's going to be Cooper, Anderson, and Castro, the heart of the order, against Jacob deGrom, who is tired. Keep that in mind. That's a 6-4. And a 6-4 is going to be a K+, and a K+ is going to put us into the 20, strike 3. That's strikeout number 13 for deGrom. 2 outs away from completing the no-hitter. Anderson, Brian Anderson, here goes. It's a 4-2, and that's a walk, potential walk, an 8 versus a righty will be a walk, ball 4. That's his 4th walk of the game. That prolongs the game now. Now 2 more hitters have an opportunity to get hits. It's all in the die roll. It's all in the die roll. Let's go. Jacob deGrom looking for a no-hitter. He's 2 outs away from a no-hitter here in the top of the 9th inning. He's got 13 strikeouts. He's got to face Castro and Ramirez. The runner on first. The Mets are winning 4-0. 4-1. 4-1 is a potential K, but a tired walk. Ball 4. All right. And it's going to be Ramirez. That's a 4-4, and that is a blanked against the righty. So we're going to roll off Ramirez. There's a chance for a base hit. 54, and that's a ground ball to the third baseman. This could be a double play, and this could be the ball game. Let's see what happens here. We need to roll really low, and a 1 will do it. That's going to be a 5-4-3 double play, and Jacob deGrom has completed a no-hitter. Wow, that's crazy. And we're going to double check that 5-4. It's a ground to the third. And that is it. That is it. Holy smokes. Wow. But deGrom walked 1, 2, 3. I still can't believe it. I'm going over all the boxes to make sure. 4, 5 walks, no hits, struck out 13. Wow, I can't remember the last time I had one of those. No hitter, Jacob deGrom. The Mets win it by a score of 4-0. Mets had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits, 4 runs against the Marlins, who had no runs, no hits, 1 error. Mets had 4 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. deGrom is going to get the victory. The loss is going to go to Dugar. And what can I say, guys? Thank you, man. Daniel congratulates me. Yes. Well, that was nerve-wracking. I'll be honest with you. Once I hit the 8th inning, I remember 2 years ago, I was playing a 2016 Mets replay using Stratomatic, and I had a no-hitter going into 2 outs in the 9th inning, and the guy got a base hit. So it's very unusual that you get this to happen. So the fact that you guys were here watching it, it's a treat for sure. So that's it, man. That was a quick game. How long did that go? 40 minutes, 40-minute game. Holy smokes. Okay, so I don't know what else to say. Jacob deGrom pitches a no-hitter. He allowed no hits, 9 innings, no runs, walked 5, struck out 13. And the Mets beat the Marlins by a score of 4-0. So that was exciting. Now, this is the first game of a doubleheader. So we're going to play another game now. It's going to be Alcantara versus Lockett. and I'll play in a little while. Right now, I'm a little tiny bit sleepy. I've been working all day. Got up very early, about 3 in the morning, and this is it. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I greatly appreciate it. And this is CP Cards and Dice, broadcasting from San Antonio, tabletop baseball TV. I hope you enjoyed it, and take care.